This is the public enemy.
Yes, ma'am. Now, hold on just a second. If we could just hear from this lady.
I'm a psychiatrist.
Hold on just a second. If we could get the mic close enough to you. You got to understand, we've got a very large hall here, and it's difficult sometimes to get the microphone to folks. Yes, ma'am.
I am a psychiatrist, a general psychiatrist and child psychiatrist here in Washington. And I'm disturbed that the program has gone on for such a long time, talking at the level of the symptom and not talking about the disease itself. But I give you credit because you started out the program talking about the Kerner Commission report. And that was 20 years ago. And President Johnson's report on violence, no less, that the number one cause of violence was racism. And racism is the major problem in this area of the world. It's the major problem on the planet. And yet we have a perfect example in microcosm right here on this program, how we have high government officials who do know, are supposed to know about what's going on, but there was steadfast avoidance of this most critical issue. And as a psychiatrist, I do know that people often avoid, truth is painful. And we don't like to talk about racism. It reminds me of Nazi Germany because people didn't like to talk about anti-Semitism. Freud couldn't talk about anti-Semitism. So 6 million people who were considered not to be white people, the term Semite means mulatto, and those people were removed because it was a white supremacy system, it was racism, and there was a subconscious attitude about destroying and removing these people.
I'll tell you what, let's take a break. I'm going to come back to you because I'd like to have you explain. Doctor, we wanted to get back to you because you were talking about, and so many people here this evening have spoken about racism, genocide, plans, plots that the white community is in effect trying to eradicate the black community. And I wonder if you would try as best you can to simplify that to an audience out there that is largely white, that is watching, that I must tell you is probably surprised, if not shocked, to hear it put in such extreme terms.
Well, let me say this, that 6 million Jews were killed, and it was a plan to kill them. There was a Wannsee conference in Germany where officials sat down at a conference table and planned to kill 11 million. The Semites of the Jewish religion did not believe that anybody would do that to them. And when people began to talk about something is being planned to destroy us, I suppose then also that people said, oh, that's a conspiracy, nobody would do that.
Are you seriously suggesting that there is a comparable plan in the United States today? Are you really?
See, wait a minute. The thing that we're not doing and the thing that we are constantly avoiding is talking about racism. Now, let me tell you what I understand racism to be. Racism is a behavior system that is organized because white people are a minority on the planet. They are a tiny minority of the world's people. The black, brown, red, and yellow people are the world majority.
That's right.
Not only that, white people are genetic recessive in terms of skin coloration. You see somebody whose skin is white, if they have sexual relations with a black person, the product is colored. And there is the fear of white genetic annihilation. It existed in Europe, it existed in Germany, it exists here today. And this is why people, it's written about in the Washington Post, in the New York Times, in the Washington Times, when there are discussions that go on like this by year 2080. The majority people in this area of the world are going to be the blacks, the Hispanics, and the Asians. Oh my, we must do something about it.
Mr. Cobb.
Now, you see, it's the same discussion that goes on in South Africa.
Let this gentleman respond.
But let me just finish this quickly, and then I'll say.
You've had a good long run, but so.
Let me just say this: that if we understand the white fear of genetic annihilation, which was why Willie Horton could be used as a very profound symbol by the Republican Party to win its election. then we will understand what is happening to the black male in this society. The black male is the threat to white genetic annihilation. And so he is profoundly attacked in this society. And if we begin to understand that, we understand what happens to the black family. If you remove the father, then the son is wandering around confused, doesn't know what to do, will get together in a gang, and ends up being depressed, getting on drugs, and going to prison. And in the United States, in Washington, D.C., I believe we have the second highest incarceration rate, second only to South Africa. And so in South Africa, you have black men. You have black men in the work camps, and the women on the Bantu stands, and here we have the black men in prison and the women in the projects, and the male children going unfathered. Now, I say that racism is responsible.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Mr. Koppel. Mr. Koppel, what Dr. Wesley was saying, I absolutely agree with. My name is Bernard Demchek, and I'm with Reverend Jesse Jackson and National Rainbow Coalition. I want to bring her point down to a very specific happening right here tonight. This entire format of this program from its inception was racist. This program started off for 1 hour of national primetime TV, and I'm going to make my comment and ask a question to the Bush administration. National primetime TV from 10 to 11 o'clock at night, talking about and watching black people kill black people in Washington, D.C. That's the way it started. After the first hour, then we had 1/2 hour of the Secretary and Mr. Bennett talking about their ideas and their program. And then for the next 1/2 hour, you had various people that were going to present a very logical kind of statistical argument about this problem. And only after the audience got frustrated did the audience begin to say the real problem in this country is racism. So the format of this program has begun. Now, I want to make that point and raise this question to the Bush administration. Why, Mr. Koppel, if this community of the finest, most intelligent black African Americans in this nation in Washington, D.C., from our top leadership to these community organizers are here, this is Washington, D.C., if we're willing to stay here till 6 o'clock in the morning to deal with this problem, why did Mr. Bennett and Mr. Kemp and the rest of the Bush administration leave at 12 o'clock?
Tell you what.
That, Mr. Koppel, Mr. Koppel, my question, very quickly.
Now, wait a second. Hold on just a second.
Mr. Koppel is my question because
well, then permit me to answer your question. If you're just asking questions,
you're very good in cutting people off.
If you're just asking questions, if you're simply asking questions for the purpose,
why did they leave? I'm asking the Bush administration.
Well,
why
how
did they leave
about letting me answer the question, because I'm the one who invited them, and both of them made it very clear to me that this was a very difficult evening for them to come. Hold on.
We're dying in this community. That's how difficult it is for us.
I understand. I was the one who said, if you can even come for half an hour, I would appreciate it. Now, there are plenty of raps that you can make against the Bush administration if you want to. That's one you'll have to make on me. Now, the beginning of the program, you talked about it. I'm sorry, you must have been watching another program. I had a great deal to do with putting this program together, and I can tell you the first 5 minutes of the program dealt with young black people killing black people. And the rest of the program dealt with black people in the community coping and helping one another. And the third part of the program dealt with racism. Now, I don't know what you were watching, but you weren't watching the program I put together.
that sums it up for this video. What do you guys think? Share thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Let's have a proper discussion about this without having me impose my opinions and ideas on this matter. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, so that the YouTube algorithm can know that this video was so much interesting and share it far wide to more avid viewers just like you. Subscribe and click the notification bell if this is your first time watching these videos, and so that you can be notified as soon as we make a new upload on videos just like this. My name is Louis. Until next time, peace out.